adapted for the time as a secondary school, and then later came the big year of 1934. Because, fortunately for the young people of Melbourne, girls in particular, that was the centenary year, as you no doubt remember. And one of the finest gestures from citizens was the gift of £100,000 in that year by the late Sir MacRobertson's to be used for the encouragement of aviation, for a bridge and a fountain for the city, and for a girls' high school. This school was opened in the month of November in the year 1934 by His Royal Highness the Duke of Gloucester. And a very beautiful school it is here today too. And as we wait for the girls to come out of their classes to take part in our broadcast of city sights, you no doubt behind my voice can hear some of the music classes practicing upstairs, the noise of the singing and music floating down the corridors. I might mention here that this broadcast today has been made possible through the kind cooperation of Miss M. Hutton, M.A., Diploma of Education, who is the principal out here at the MacRobertson Girls High School. And now as I move forward into the main part of the hall towards the staircase leading up to some of the upstairs classes, I notice the girls are on their way down just in time for them today, and we'll ask them how they feel about the principal parts of Melbourne and the spots that interest them most. Good afternoon, girls. Let me see now. Here's somebody right here. Your name is?
Betty Ramsey.
Where do you come from, Betty?
Carnegie.
And Betty, have you a particular spot in the city that interests you?
Oh, yes, the GPO.
You'd like to go to the GPO?
Yes, I would.
Any good reason?
Well, we're doing commercial work at school, and the GPO has so much commercial work connected with it that it should be rather interesting to go over it and see what they have there.
Well, that's a spot we haven't had mentioned so far in City Sights. Thanks very much, Betty, and we'll see if we can go to the GPO especially for you. Somebody else here, your name is?
Mary Richards of Caulfield.
Mary, where would you like to go in the city?
I'd like to go to the art gallery, into the basement and a lot of rooms to see masterpieces and works of art that aren't exhibited.
And are you personally interested in art yourself?
Yes, I'd like to do medicine, but I'm also interested
Indeed, we'll move across to one of these other girls here.
Hogan of Ormond.
Of
Go to the Russell Street Police Headquarters.
Would you? That's a place most people like to keep away from, but I suppose when you're very young and curious, have you a special reason for that one too?
Yes, I'm very curious to see how they get in touch with the cars when they're out on the roads.
Yes, I believe that is a very interesting procedure. And I don't know whether we can organise that one, but you never know. As we've only just begun the series, we may be able to go to Russell Street and pick out that particular part of Russell Street's activities that does interest young people. Thanks very much indeed. Anyway, across here now to one of the other girls who's waiting. And your name is?
Jill Elliott.
Yes, Jill. Where do you come from?
From Mount Albert.
From Mount Albert. And which part of the city, as far as city sights are concerned, would you like to go to?
Well, I don't know where it is, but I'd like to go to the place where the symphony orchestra has.
Interested in music?
Yes, definitely.
You weren't one of the young voices that I heard coming from down the stairs a while ago, were you?
No,
that was another class.
Yes.
And any other spot in the city apart from anywhere where there happened to be a symphony concert?
Oh, well, perhaps the control room at Flinders Street?
Perhaps the control room at Flinders Street. There was a young man out at the Melbourne Boys High School who had very similar ideas to you, as a matter of fact. We may be able to arrange that one day.
Oh,
and thanks very much indeed. And now here's somebody else. Your name is?
Nancy Holmes of Caulfield.
Nancy, where would you like to go in the city in a personally conducted tour?
Oh, I'm very interested in the newspaper office at night when the reporters are all bringing in the reports for the morning paper.
Yes, I'm glad you didn't mention any names there. There are several of them in the city, of course, but anyone would do you as long as it was a newspaper office.
Yes, at night when the reporters are coming in with reports for the morning paper.
It must be at night. Do you think it would be more interesting in the evening?
More interesting at night, I think, yes.
Would you like to be a reporter when you grow up, or have you other ideas?
Oh, I've other ideas myself, but I'm interested in that sort of thing.
All right, well, thanks very much indeed. Now, here's somebody else here just about to leave school, looking very sad. Do you like school that much you don't like leaving? And your name is?
Isabel Graham.
Isabel, where do you come from?
I come from Kew.
From Kew, and your favourite spot in the city would be where?
Well, I think I'd like to go to the university.
Like to go to the university? As a student?
Oh, yes.
And as a visitor too?
Yes, both.
Maybe you'd like to be a visitor first?
I think so.
Yes, and what particular career have you got mapped out in your mind for yourself?
I'd like to do an arts course.
An arts course at the university. Well, we'll try very hard to see if we can get to the university with one of these broadcasts later on. Thanks very much indeed. Somebody else over here, they're all very quiet now. I've not heard people so quiet at school. That's good. That lets everybody know you're still there. Your name is?
Sue Cookson of East Melbourne.
And Sue, which particular part of the city interests you the most?
Well, I'd like to be shown over the law courts.
Over the law courts?
Yes.
My word, the girls are very law-minded, aren't they? Russell Street headquarters and now the law courts. Why?
Well, I think it'd be interesting to see the way justice is treated in the city.
Yes.
And I have ambition to be a journalist, and it'd be a good idea to get an idea of what the law's all about.
It certainly would be too. And have you got very long to go to school here at MacRobertson's Girls' High?
No, this is my last year.
This is your last year now. Where do you intend going then?
Oh, to the university to do
The university. Well, good luck anyway, and thanks very much. Somebody else over here in the crowd, yes, and your name is?
Christine Humphries of Caulfield.
Christine, where would you like to go in the city?
I'd like to visit the Mint.
The Mint. Well, now. Well, there's no doubt about the young girls of our time. First of all, it's the law, and now it's where the money's made. I suppose it's a silly question, but why?
Oh, I've always wanted to know how we get our money, and...
You know how it goes, of course. You've learned that part already. Yes, and any particular part of the Mint you'd like to go through, or right from front to back?
Right from the beginning, yes. Right until we see the coins and then...
I may be taking a risk here, but what do you want to be when you grow up? Apart from making money, yes?
Oh, I'm not too sure yet.
You're not too sure yet. This your last year at school?
No, I've got another year here.
Another year to make up your mind about that.
Yes.
Well, thanks very much. The Mint is a very interesting suggestion. Have we somebody else around here in the crowd gathered around the microphone at the moment? Right here. And your name is?
Judy Allen of Surrey Hills.
Judy, I think I saw a picture of you in the school magazine diving, didn't I?
That's right.
What a wonderful dive it was, too. You like swimming, do you?
Yes.
And where would you like to go in the city?
Well, I'd like to see the various gymnasiums in the city.
Yes, gymnasiums.
Yes.
You're apparently a sporting girl, very interested in sport.
Yes, I want to do physical education.
You want to do physical education when you leave school,
Right.
with the idea of being what when you grow up?
Oh, physical education teacher.
Physical education teacher. Well, it would be quite a novelty to take the microphone into a gymnasium, wouldn't it? Some of the oddest sounds, I should imagine, would come from a broadcast like that. Anyway, we may take your suggestion one day, Judy, and thanks very much. We'll record the fact that you'd like to go to a gymnasium and see what we can do about that later on. Good luck with your swimming.
Thank you very much.
Now, anybody else here before we leave this afternoon? Yes, here's another young lady. Your name is?
Heather McDonald.
Heather, where you come from? Ormond? We have two Ormonds with us today. And where would you like to go?
I'd like to see over a broadcasting station.
You would like to see over a broadcasting station. Well, I think we can arrange that for you. As a matter of fact, if you'd like to contact us at the station sometime during the week, we could arrange that for you and some of the girls too, in repayment for taking up some of your valuable time as you're scooting off for home at the moment.
Thank you.
And what would you like to be when you grow up?
Oh, I haven't made up my mind yet.
Haven't made up your mind. Nothing connected with broadcasting, I hope.
Well, should I say yes or no?
Well, I don't know whether you should say yes or no. Maybe we'll leave that up until you really do grow up. Any other parts of the city apart from the broadcasting stations interest you?
Oh, yes, the newspaper office and that.
The newspaper office. You're very news-minded, I can see that. Thanks very much indeed. Well, now, just before we leave you from the MacRobertson Girls' High School at Albert Park, as a matter of fact, I believe the correct address is Bowen Crescent, is it, Melbourne? I've been referring to Albert Park because I feel that most people will know exactly where I mean by that, but the correct postal address is Bowen Crescent, Melbourne. And as you all know, it isn't very far away from the heart of Melbourne either. Your name?
Valdez Meadow.
Yes, Valdo, where did you come from? From Richmond. And what would you like to see in the city in particular?
I think I'd like to visit the telephone exchange.
The telephone exchange in the city?
Yes.
Not out this way.
Oh, no. Just in the city.
And would you like to be something connected with the post office or the telephone exchange when you grow up?
Oh, I don't know about being connected with the telephone exchange, but I'd like to do something in a commercial line.
You would, I see. And any other part of the city interest you apart from the telephone exchange?
Well, I think I'd like to go to the public library because I've never been there.
Haven't you ever been to the public library? What do you know about that? Some of the girls here are looking quite googly-eyed at that one because they've been, I think, and spent some hours there. Anyway, we have the public library on our list because that was a very popular choice out of the Melbourne Boys High School on Forest Hill. And as the girls have also suggested the public library, maybe we'll have a chance of going there. Of course, as well as the telephone exchange. Thank you. Now, before we leave, have I missed anybody from this little party here in the main hall? And a very good afternoon to you. You're the very last one. Your name?
Joyce Martin. Terrible.
Joyce Martin, I have a feeling that you were with somebody and trying to keep well away from the microphone. Where would you like to go in the city, Joyce?
Oh, I'd like to go, as Judy said, to any of the gymnasiums.
Any of the gymnasiums. And your
Yes.
particular sport is?
Oh, basketball.
Basketball.
Yes.
Do you want to be a physical training teacher when you grow up too?
I do.
Well, good luck to you too. And that looks like 2 votes for a gymnasium. So any day from now, I'll be putting on my sweater and my shorts and taking a microphone into a gymnasium just for the girls at the MacRobertson Girls' High School. Well, thank you very much indeed, girls, for taking broadcast part in this particular program of City Sights. And right now, we're going to sign off and bid you good afternoon from the MacRobertson Girls' High School, Melbourne, for our broadcast of City Sights.